In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to do a pencil car. This is a way to remove a lot of material and make your car have a lot less mass. It makes it a very competitive car when it comes to race day. So one of the things we're going to start by doing is we're going to start by drawing our axle holes the same way we did before. Remember, it's 7 millimeters off the bottom. It is also 9 to 50 from the back or the front. So coming in, bottom edge here, going up, we're going 7, enter. From there we are coming in and we are going to go from the back a certain amount in, down that face, and I'm going to go just 25, and then from the front down the face, we're going to go 15. Now, one of the things I didn't do is I forgot to click into my model, so we'll see if this works. Double click into my model. We'll see these intersections still show up when it comes to draw my axle holes, and they are, so it's okay. Now, reminder though, you want to double click in, otherwise you won't be able to draw these axle holes and push and pull through, or push and pull them through. So clicking here, going back out, we are doing a 2, enter. Going to the back side, doing the exact same thing, 2, enter. And then using our push-pull tool to push that to the middle. To cut that portion out, go to the front to do the exact same thing. Now that I have my axle holes, I can go and edit, delete guides. I made those guides out of my model, so I have to get out of my model to do an edit, delete guides. And now they all go away. Now clicking back into my model, so I have my box around it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the eraser tool and I'm going to delete these front surfaces. So getting rid of that surface, getting rid of this front surface, clicking on those corners, this front edge over here. Alright, that's kind of the way I want it to look right there. Oh, I'm actually going to edit, undo a couple steps. I want to do one thing first, and that is I want to draw the shape around my holes, my axle holes, to hold my shape there. So I got one step ahead of myself. So I'm going to come in and draw those shapes on this front surface, and I'm going to go with the arc tool. You could do any kind of shape around here, but I'm going to go arc tool from here and up and around on the face. And I'm going to bend that, making sure it's on the face. Right there it says 5 millimeters. I'm just going to click and I'm going to type in 3. Too small, it says. So one more time trying that out. Escape. Other portions on the surface I want to be rotating around so I get it on the surface, not on that edge. I'm not getting the right thing to show up here. So I'm going to hit escape. Sorry, I'm battling this a little bit. Orbit around. Make my arc edge to edge. And then bend it up on my face. And I'm going to go enter. Now, the one thing I am going to do is I'm going to take this and make a pencil going straight down. So pencil line from one of these top endpoints that I have here. I'm going to go straight down to my other one just because I want to change that shape just a little bit. And I can round that off a little bit too there if I wanted to, but I'm going to leave that for right now. So there's my back one. Kind of doing the same thing in the front. Clicking on the arc tool, edge, and then the other edge, bending that up, clicking on the face, and I'm going to leave that one a little more rounded, but I'm still going to draw a line going from one of these back portions down to the bottom. Just to crop that portion out, just to make it a little different. Now that I have my 2 spots there, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use the eraser tool to delete those surfaces that I did earlier. So clicking on this corner takes care of that front surface. taking care of this corner by clicking on that front surface. Now I've gotten rid of all those surfaces. And the next thing I'm going to do is go to my push-pull tool. And I'm going to have to, after I do this, I'm going to have to be able to click on this backhand side. So clicking, pushing, pulling to the edge. I should go do the same thing up here. Clicking, pushing, pulling to the edge. All right. Sometimes you have to depress the control key to be able to do that, but that function will work just fine right there. Now that I have those done, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around the back surface here, around my CO2 car hole. So going in the back portion, I want this to come straight out. So I'm going to come in, I want to go about 3 millimeters off. So one of the things I'm going to do is make a point going up, just so I know where like 3 is. All right, that gives me a reference about how far up that needs to be. And then I'm also going to do the same thing kind of going out over here, just to give me a reference about where 3 actually exists. All right, using those guide points. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the arc tool one more time, try to at least. Come in and click on this edge, and then I'm going to click on the bottom edge right here. All right, I should have done a 3 down there too, but I kind of got it eyed up. And then click to my point that I have there, which draws in that back portion. And that allows me to come in and use my push-pull tool to push-pull that surface out and go past that surface my 3 millimeters. So that's 57, so if I go to 60, I'll be good. And I'm at 61, so I'm 1 millimeter past. All right, so now I have all those things. If I don't have this little portion that you're filling in, all I have to do is draw a line from top to bottom and it should connect that surface. So clicking there, fills that portion in too. All right. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to draw a line, or what shape I want this to be going as far as connecting from my CO2 housing to the front of my car. And I want mine to be this kind of a little arc, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to use my arc tool once again, kind of creating the half shape of this pencil car. All right, coming up, I want to go about just about 5. I don't want to be too thick. And then I want to go to about 3 being offset that way on the edge. I misclicked on that portion, so it's on the back side. I'm going to edit undo and try that one more time. So there's my center, going down from that just a little bit, clicking, going up about 5 is where I want to be, and then bending it back. And then we want to be on this front surface, so one of the best ideas maybe to do is come out, get on the face, and 2.8 is close enough there. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to draw a line that goes from here down to where I want it to connect on the front portion around my axle holes. So coming in, pencil tool, I'm going to come in and click on this endpoint right here. I'm going to draw this line going straight down to where I want it to meet my car, which is going to be right here. And then the next tool I'm going to use is a new tool called the Follow Me tool. So I'm going to click on this surface, and go right down this line to make this happen. And I'm going to bring it down. Oh, I'm actually going to hit escape because I messed it up there. Clicking on that, bringing it down. And you can bring it down to a certain point. Don't have to really connect it right now, right where it's at. But I'm going to zoom back in, and I'm going to use my push-pull tool to finish that off. It won't go all the way through, so once again hitting Control, going past that, but not too far, because I don't want to go through my CO2 car hole, just enough. And there we go. Now I have mine connected. The last little portion we have to do here is connect the bottom of this car with this portion right here. So to draw something to connect it. Now, to do this, I am going to end up making another rectangle going straight out, which I'm going to end up deleting eventually here, but this will help me draw this. So I'm going to make a rectangle going from here out, rectangle tool, coming and clicking. Alright, I already hit escape there, I'm sorry. Going to the front of my car, front of that housing, clicking on the back portion right here, creating that rectangle on that blue axis. Once I get it to go kind of how I want it to in that blue, I'm going to hold the shift key and it kind of holds that where it needs to be and bring that back. Like I said, I'm going to delete this surface later, but I just needed that, so now it's easy to draw a flat surface on there. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and draw a radius to connect this portion going down. So right above where this is kind of going together, I'm going to click on my edge, I'm going to click on my back edge again, and I'm going to bend that to this face in a half circle, right? And then push-pull tool to bring that down. Oh, I ended up making a mistake there. So escape. Alright, I misclicked my circle because it should be on that edge and it's not, so I edit undo. It wasn't on the face there. So orbiting around, this is kind of a tight little section I have right here. Coming in, clicking on this edge, sliding to the front, clicking on that edge, and then I want to make sure I'm not on the edge, but I'm on this face. Sometimes I have to do that by just moving around to get onto the face. And that's going to be good enough right now. Followed up by a push-pull going down. So push-pull, down going to here. If it won't go through, I can use the control key to do that. Kind of zooming in, zooming around to show that. Looks like it's doing just fine right now going through those surfaces. Make sure it's connecting and click. And there is my car. So now I can come in and delete the things I don't need on the back side. And the back side over there. And the front side over here. Oh, edit undo, misclick too much. Taking those portions off. But that's how we make a pencil car. There's a few more things I need to delete, but that's basically the gist of the video. If you have any questions, you can ask. I'm going to push-pull this surface back up to connect that, but I just didn't get a chance to right now. But I hope this helps. Enjoy making your pencil car. It really isn't that difficult if you just follow these steps. Thank you for watching.